Hello and welcome back to Counting the Omer 5786. Let's get right into it and say the blessing for counting of the Omer. Today is April 24th, and we're going to be counting the Omer anytime from when it gets dark on the 24th until sunset on the 25th is when we're going to count today's Omer. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sfirat ha'omer. Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who sanctifies us with mitzvot and commands us concerning the counting of the Omer. Hayom shlisha ve'esrim yom shehem shlosha shavuot v'shnei yamim la'omer. Today is day 23, which is 3 weeks and 2 days of the Omer. Taharem gvura shebenetzach ki. Purify them, strength within endurance, for... Let's dig into what this is all about. Before we do, let's say a blessing for Torah study. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu le'asok b'divrei Torah. So we are in the 4th week of the counting of the Omer, which corresponds to Netzach, victory or endurance. And this is the 2nd day of the week, which corresponds to Gvura, strength. We're plugging ever onward in this counting of the Omer. Does it feel like it's been a long time yet? Does it feel like Shavuot is a long time off still? Remember when you were a kid and you counted the days until your birthday? Maybe you didn't, but I definitely did. And if you were like me, you might have claimed the next age a month or 2 or maybe even 3 months in advance. I'm 7. Okay, well, almost 7. 7 3/4. The days ticked by, but they felt interminable. As adults, we tend to count down to different things. A graduation, a wedding, the due date in a pregnancy, our next vacation. What excites you enough to have a countdown? There were 50 days between the moment of the freedom from until we received freedom to. What does this mean? A descendant of the Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, the first Rebbe of Chabad movement and author of the Tanya, which was an early work of Hasidic philosophy that was first published in 1796, Sir Isaiah Berlin outlined 2 concepts of liberty as being freedom from, also known as negative liberty, and freedom to, or positive liberty. In the Exodus from Egypt, we gained freedom from the control of Pharaoh and his taskmasters. But at Sinai, we received the Torah, which gave us the freedom to live in a holy way. In Hebrew, negative liberty, or freedom from, is called chofesh, and positive liberty is called cherut. Here is a quote from the book Pirkei Avot, known in English as Ethics of the Fathers. There is no free person except one who occupies themselves with the study of Torah. Strength and endurance is the power to keep moving forward, even when you are tired. It is the discipline to move past the wall that every marathon runner experiences before their second wind. It is the ability to continue with a commitment until its completion. And as our ancestors walked through the wilderness towards Sinai, they must have needed the help of Gvura shebenetzach. Their feet were hurting from the long days of walking. The parents, aunts and uncles and grandparents must have been tired of carrying the small children in their arms. Everyone was probably sick of dragging all their belongings with them. But up ahead was a mountain. And on that mountain, they were going to experience something utterly mind-blowing. They didn't know it yet, but they would literally hear the voice of God. As you face this day, as you sit in this energy of strength and endurance, you can think about, have kavanah, intention about this work that you're engaged in of counting the Omer and reaching the time of Matan Torah, the giving of the Torah. But you might also think of other things that you're working on, long-term goals that feel like they're so far off. What is it that you need right now? Perhaps you need some strength to bolster your endurance. There's something mind-blowing at the end of this journey. You might not even know what it is yet. Thank you so much for studying with me and counting the Omer with me today. I look forward to reading your comments on YouTube, on the school community, which, by the way, is free. Come join us. And I hope to see you tomorrow.